Alright, so got the Darmah parts in the car, engine in the back, taking it off to another mechanic who's going to start work on it, so fingers crossed we'll have the Darmah back soon. So pretty much it's go time. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to Roads of Oz. My name is Matt, and on this episode, finally making progress on the Ducati Darmah. Now, I know some of you that have been with the channel since day one have heard this all before, and these are all empty promises, but I can actually show you some progress. We're going to go back 2 months ago to when I actually went and had to pick up the motor. I'm quite excited about this, taking the engine to get out, to get rebuilt. It's next in line where I've been waiting for this for quite a few years. No one's fault. The mechanic I asked to do it was extremely busy, and he had his circumstances changed, but it's all in pieces now, so that's quite exciting. So pretty much all what will be happening next is the rest of the motor gets stripped down. It all gets sent off to be cleaned. The nuts and bolts get re-synced. So pretty much you're going to have a fairly new, well, it's going to look like a brand new motor, and that's going to be my starting point. At least the motor's going to be nice and fresh. Do I go further with the Darmah? I'm not sure. Ideally, I just want to get it back on the road and ride it. Now, the motor needs definitely needs rebuilding. What also will need to be redone on it is the suspension, because it was quite even 4 years ago it was quite bouncy, so rebuilt front and probably new shocks for the rear. Alright, so after I dropped the motor off to another mechanic, 2 weeks later they were pulling it down, and I went out and helped them just by the extra set of hands. So I was cleaning the motor parts, ready to be sent off to the wet blaster. And while the motor was going to the wet blaster, I thought I'd chuck in a few extra bits to get cleaned as well. And you'll see me here actually having to clean the parts. You can buy yourself a parts cleaner, or you can just get a simple container, some degreaser, and just a little scrubbing brush, and that should get us through. Gonna be good, and use some nitrile gloves. Cleaning. So there's a lot of operations that have chose to work from home just to save money and make their business viable. Now, they used to get bagged horrendously, getting called backyard operations or backyard mechanics or whatever you want to call it, backyard tradespeople. But at the end of the day, the best way to figure out whether somewhere's quality or not is actually word of mouth. Speak to your mechanic, which is my mechanic put me onto this company. So, and he works from home. So not all backyard operations are dodgy. No more dodgy than some bigger organisations. But another reason I'm taking it is it's going to save me money in the long run. My mechanic doesn't have to spend his time driving all my stuff an hour each way to drop off to get the electroplating done. So, and realistically that cost has to be passed on to people's time people's time aren't free, or even if you pay a courier, it's going to cost you more. And like I said, because I had to clean some of the parts, it actually gave me a bit more time to get them cleaned properly, ready to take to the electroplater. Anyway, it's quite exciting, slowly getting there, making very I wouldn't call it, well, it is slow progress, but the last 2 months have seen the project move ahead in leaps and bounds. The wet blaster gets come back, and check this out. Alright, so here we are at the 2 month mark, and you can see that engine looks fantastic. It's been cleaned right down.
And what's more impressive are the cylinders, but your top, yes, have a look how clean that is inside. They've done a really good job cleaning it. And also the carbs, I don't know if you remember the carbs, but that's them there. They look absolutely fantastic. Anyway, so that's all going back to the mechanics. All the valves have got to be redone. So these will get remeasured and put together. They'll be sent off to the specialists to make sure all the valve guides fit and there's no play. And if there is, I don't know if they have to, whatever they have to do to make it right. The cylinders look amazing. Just in absolute awe. We'll take these out. Like, have a look at this. I mean, it looks immaculate. The fins, it all looks brand new. So happy with that, but can't get over this engine. But overall, very happy with the whole outcome. So yeah, there you have it. It looks fantastic. Now getting sent back to the mechanics for a bit of repair work. So all the valve guides, that's all going to get checked over and make sure it's all within tolerance. If not, they'll do whatever they do. So we're actually making progress. So this is the most progress I've made since 2018. If you go back to one of my earlier episodes, I actually talk about a savings plan, and I finally hit that goal and I can start getting things done. Now, I know you probably think, oh, you had a 600 SS would have cut into that budget. Well, no, it didn't. I had money set aside for both projects, and I wanted to complete both of them in a reasonable time. So the 600 SS was done last year. I'm hoping to get the Darmah completed ready for this summer. Anyway, that's pretty much it from this episode. Hopefully you're going to get a lot more on a lot more frequency. Probably, I'm not going to promise every week or every month. What I am going to do, we're probably going to look at another 3 months before the motor's ready to go back in the bike. To all the people that have been following me purely for Darmah content, sorry it's taken so long, but these things are not cheap. Now, I had a few people say, oh, have a go yourself. Now, after seeing it pulled apart, I'm glad I didn't touch it. It's well above my expertise level. I'm comfy working on single cylinder cheap motorbikes, but these more expensive ones, you screw up, it is just a catastrophic cost. Anyway, that's pretty much it from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you found the video interesting, please like, share, and if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. It helps out my channel massively. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next vid.